We are under the lights as the show. Michailus is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right, and this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
2-0 now. 67 degrees our game time temperature. Outside, 3-0 now. And now pitch on the way.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
The 3-1 pitch. Line drive, base hit.
I know we're just one batter into this game, but this pitcher's going to have to be aggressive in the strike zone. He cannot consistently fall behind and give these guys 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, or he's going to have a long day.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Line down the left field line, but this is going to get foul. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Lourdes Gurriel comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Shaw ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. Stepping in for the Jays, Teoscar Hernandez, and he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the AL in RBIs entering play.
And that's what you want from your corner outfielders. Not every guy fits that mold, but you gotta love having a guy who can stick out there and just let him mash when it comes to the plate.
The 0-1 offering.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2-out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, D-Row, you touched on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket. That 2-out double right now, he's going to have to buckle down to try to keep this game scoreless.
This is foul right side. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great. Ryan Barucki, a southpaw from Illinois, gets the starting call in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. this. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Well, guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals' starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, man, I think everyone should keep an eye on Colton Wong. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
2-2.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
Now a swing and a miss, maybe even a foul tip, but it's held onto behind the plate for out number 2.
Batting third, the first baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Paul Goldschmidt is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 3 go the Cardinals. We are still scoreless. Now at the plate, Bo Bichette. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
Hey, not a bad year for a second baseman. There's some really good 2-sackers out there, but second basemen aren't typically where you expect to have one of your better hitters.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. This year against right-handed pitching, Bichette is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
A high fastball is in there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. The 2-1. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Reese McGuire is on deck. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4. At the plate, Reese McGuire, first at bat for him as he enters play 3rd in the American League batting race.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year. That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
The slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone. Fouled away. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. set. Here's the 0-1.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Blue Jays held in check. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and that brings up Matt Carpenter. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. First pitch on its way. Tyler O'Neill is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. To first. To second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. For the current campaign, Fowler is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. The 1-2.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone and it got fouled off.
Got him. Stepping into the box, Ryan Barucki. 9-1-2 due up. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So 1 away in the Toronto third. And that brings up the left-handed hitter Travis Shaw. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. 0-2 to Travis Shaw.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
A chance here for the second baseman Wong. And there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Guerrero, a Canadian native, is the leading vote getter at third base in all-star balloting coming into today, so it looks very likely at least that he'll be on the squad, if not starting.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans.
And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
To the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Ball two now.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop. You better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
From the stretch. Too high, and it's 3-0.
It's amazing how quick an inning can get away from you. You're cruising. First 2 outs are super quick. Little single happens, and now you're down 3-0 with the chance of maybe a little 2-out lightning happening.
3-1 the count now. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Now at the plate, Teoscar Hernandez. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. From the stretch. Lays off 1-0. (2-0) to the Jays left fielder.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And this one catches the inside corner for strike 1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Into the box, Bo Bichette. No balls and a strike to count. A 1 pitch on its way. Behind 0-2 now.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Here it comes on 0-2.
Count is 1-2.
Now a softly hit ball down the line to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Bottom of the third now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Harrison Bader.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hit on the ground to third, and there's one down now. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. A ball and a strike to count to the switch hitting catcher Matt Wieters. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And another foul ball. 2-2 to the Cardinals catcher. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is at the knees and called strike 3. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into bat next the pitcher Maikolas, and that misses inside 1-0. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now here it comes. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Leading off for the Blue Jays.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Number 15,
Randall Grichuk will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Hit out towards second. Wong has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
now batting, number 10.
Standing in, Reese McGuire. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Lifted into center field. Bader is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
In now, Ben Zobrist. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Two 2-0 now. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Grounded back up the middle. Wong to his right. He's got it, and he is in there.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Call himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out in the inning into an infield single.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Zobrist, the runner at first with 2 gone. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 0-2. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. The next 0-2. Fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Wong is there. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll bring up Colton Wong.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. 2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's the first hit in this one for the Redbirds. The throw into second. But it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double. So he's into second on the two-base hit here to lead off the home fourth. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. Tommy Edman stands in as he looks at ball one here. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first is in time for the first out. And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal. So there'll be runners at the corners with one gone.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Matt Carpenter is at the plate now as he looks at strike one.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
2 balls and a strike to Matt Carpenter. All even now, 2-2. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Full count, 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. 1 run is scored. A tying run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
Hey, after being down by 2, getting into the middle of this one, that's a huge base hit right there, D-Row. Big 2 RBI knock.
Yeah, down by 2 right there, able to come through for the team, and we probably got an exciting finish on our hands.
Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And that's through, a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Row. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
3 runs already home here. Grounded softly down the line toward first. To second for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2. New inning set to get underway. And here comes the first baseman, Travis Shaw. Now the pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone. This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
That's in there, 3-1. Fouled away. The 3-2 pitch.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Boy, I'm talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8 pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting the result.
A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Kevin Biggio will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 8, Kevin Biggio.
2-0 now. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Hard hit ball to second, and that is just past his outstretched glove, and that ought to be a base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. But baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Line to the right side. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. In to score from third, the tying run. Now he's safe at third as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Teoscar Hernandez, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1 out and a runner on third. Hit out towards second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Pitch on the way. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. Around first, he's digging for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Now back, the right fielder, Randall Grichuk.
Here's Randall Grichuk. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Front door curve is taken. Strike 2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
The 0-2.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. Bichette is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 2. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. Into the box now, Reese McGuire. Line drive, base hit to right. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Ben Zobrist stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out.
Let's go, guys. Come on.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Ready for another chance, Ryan Barucki. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. And he takes ball 1. Blue Jays pitcher with an even 1-1 count. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. To 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. They do get 3 that inning. That's the good news. The bad news is they leave 3 men on base. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
2-0 now. Right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit to first. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs on 1 base hit. Jordan Hicks takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 12.
Digging in now, Kevin Biggio. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Biggio, just 24 years of age, could end up as an all-star this year, but it's not a lock at this point. He enters the day 3rd in voting among first basemen.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
The third baseman.
Next to bat for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball 1. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. So stepping in, Lourdes Gurriel, and he's the reigning American League Player of the Month. First pitch coming, here it is. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
Now here's the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. There's ball 4. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0.
2 balls, no strike.
A runner on first with 2 away. Too tight with that one. 3-0. There's a strike as he gets this one over. It's 3-1 now. Boy, look at that thing dart. It's full now. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down. Into the box now, Tommy Edman. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Now back, first baseman.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Carpenter, playing here in his age 34 season. He was a 13th round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Popped him up. McGuire is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now back.
Standing in, Tyler O'Neill. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. In the dirt here. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's no. Giovanni Gallegos is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 65.
Into the box now, Bo Bichette. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
That misses. 2-0. Two balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Rendell Grichuk swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Left fielder coming in, but this will land untouched. Ready with another 0-2. Fastball well outside. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. Ready now, Reese McGuire will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. The 1-0 delivery.
Ball 2.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes two really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
From the belt, the pitch. Slice down the left side, but foul. Here now the 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Ryan Barucki. He was sat down on strikes. Rowdy Tellez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 44.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. The 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Dexter. Justin Miller gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. First pitch on its way. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. 0-1 count and the pitch. Back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Now batting, catcher, Matt Weaver.
At the plate now, Matt Wieters. And it's fouled away. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Runner goes for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. A 1-2 pitch.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance. And hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Matt Wieters becomes the second out of the bottom of the 7th. Strike 1 to start the at bat. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Tyler Webb has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 30.
All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Kevin Biggio. He's set, and the pitch. The 1-0 home.
Inside, ball 2.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Now here's the pitch. Webb is about as stingy as they come in terms of a bullpen arm. He's proven very difficult to hit, and it's a rarer thing still to see multiple hits against him.
Yeah, Matty B, and you wonder why it's so hard to score off of this guy. He's nearly impossible to get 3 or 4 hits in an inning to score a run. He keeps his walks per 9 innings are really down, and you look at his hits per 9 innings pitch, it's no wonder why this guy's one of the top relievers in the game right now.
The pitch. And he fouls this one off. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hit on the ground out to short, right to him. And that's the second out. So digging in now, Lourdes Gurriel. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Taken in by Wong. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So they go. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Colton Wong. He was a double play victim last time around. Thomas Pannone is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 45.
First offering on its way.
Nope. Ball 1. Count 1-0.
The 1-0.
Inside, ball 1.
Pannone has a very strong chance of making the American League All-Star squad this year. He's currently the leading vote getter among relievers.
Hey, let's give a round of applause to the fans for voting this guy first at his position right now. He is not what comes to mind when you think all-star, but you know what? Check the numbers right now in the first half. He has been a dominant player. This is well-deserved.
In there for strike one, 0-1.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Settling in now, Paul Goldschmidt. He went down on strikes last time up. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Zobrist is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. He's set. Here it comes. Matt Carpenter is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. 2 out with the man at first. A ball and a strike. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive it a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Zobrist is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Alex Reyes enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and standing in the outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. 0-1 the count. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. Now here it comes. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. So striding forward now, Bo Bichette. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Bichette is retired, 2 down now. At the plate, Rendell Grichuk. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Hit hard up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Tyler O'Neill. Ken Giles is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right. The 0-1.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Harrison Bader stands in as he looks at a called strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Matt Wieters is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Two balls, one strike.
2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. Hit in the air out to straightaway left.
Waiting on it is Hernandez.
Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. Toronto used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back.